Uh, Leslie, this is like a big issue for me. I think it's one of the biggest things sort of plaguing our country is that we're having higher and higher college costs, which is making it much more difficult to get a college education. And even when you do, you're burdened in a tremendous way at a time that you should be getting your first job, maybe even buying a home. So many of our college graduates in this state are facing staggering debt. The average debt now in New Jersey is almost $30,000 per college student. And so my team has been working on this problem on a lot of different levels, from helping to simplify FAFSA forms, college application forms, which may not seem like a big deal to you, but estimates of about 2 million Americans every year don't even get through the form process because they ask way too many questions. It's way too complicated, asking for financial data that might not even be available. So to stop that impediment so people could get subsidized loans, all the way to something that I think should be obvious, which is you can refinance your mortgage, you can refinance your car loan, but you can't refinance your college loan. So I support that, being able to do that so you can refinance at lower rates. There are people in our state right now that are paying 8, 9, 10% interest on college loans, and they can't refinance them even though interest rates have fallen dramatically. And then finally, something I'm just really strongly against is that the federal government is using this as a profit center. The federal government is making billions of dollars off of the backs of poor middle-class college students just by running their loan process. And we should not be using that as a way of profiting. If anything, we should be lowering the cost on colleges and not making a profit from that area. And that's something I'm really committed to. This is going to be a real big issue, not just for each individual New Jerseyan and people in our nation, but as far as our overall competitiveness as a country. Think about this right now. It costs about 50 to 51% of the average earnings in America, 1 year of average earnings, to go to college. While in other countries, like Germany's down at 4 and 5%, Canada 6, 7%, England around 7%. Think about this. Other countries are having higher percentages of their population graduate from college, less burden on those graduates. We're raising the cost of college, putting more burdens, and making it more difficult for people to go to college. The competitive economy of the future is going to be the one that has the most educated populace, the most productive population. Our country, as a national strategy for long-term success, has to deal with this problem. It's something that I'm going to be committed to working on, especially should I be your senator for the next 6 years.